Welcome to the Torrent Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Nick, alongside co-hosts Alan and Matt. Guys, how are we?
Doing pretty good, Nick. I just moved into a new place. Got some cool roommates now and stuff.
Wow.
One of them was actually an EMT, and he was talking about how crazy PCP is as a drug. Ooh. He was like telling the story about this like big fat dude who like got naked in the middle of the street and then like ran down the road and got hit by a car and then stood up and like gouged his own eyeball out and stuff.
Oh my god!
And then died because his eyeball got infected and spread. Like, dude, I'm never doing PCP. That drug is insane.
Yeah, I think of a lot of stuff you can do. I think PCP would be one of the ones that you would not want to do.
Yeah. It like takes away your ability to feel like pain and stuff. And
oh my gosh.
Inhibition, and it's like crazy.
Gross. Dang.
So stay away from PCP, kids.
Yeah. So how's your new place though?
It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot.
Are you how far away were you from your previous place?
It's about like 15 minutes away.
Okay. So
not too much farther. Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Matt? Have you ever done PCP?
No, and I'm going to cancel my delivery now because I don't want
you're on that subscription service. That's
right. Yeah,
that monthly box subscription, right?
Yeah, it's 2019. When I need it now. So
it's just called RX. It just sends you a different bunch of drugs.
Yes.
That's actually not a bad. Anyway, sorry.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Okay. We'll talk after the podcast.
I would suspect, depending on what state everyone lives in, if weed gets legalized in New York or anywhere else, I would bet that there's a subscription weed box that you can get per month.
Yeah, but we need. I don't know why.
Daily Kush, yeah.
Starting it. We don't know anything about that.
I know.
We should learn though, because that would make a lot of money.
You think Jeff Bezos knew anything about Amazon when he started it? No, he didn't.
Yeah, I bet he did, dude. I bet he went to.
Dude, he was trying to sell books, man.
That's more than we do about selling weed. Okay. Oh man. Anyway, Alan, it sounds like your roommates are pretty cool, though. Is that right?
Yeah, they're awesome guys. I'm excited.
How did you meet them?
Craigslist. So yeah.
Oh,
you mean Tinder?
Is this like a new girl situation? Oh, Grindr? Oh,
it was Grindr. Yeah,
Got it. Yeah.
Hey, not looking for sex, just looking for roommates. Cool guys only.
Cool guys only.
I think that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'm glad it's working out.
Before we get into the news here, just want to remind everyone that we have a couple reviews out on our podcast feed. So if you haven't had a chance to check those out, make sure you check them out. We have, first off, a while ago, we did our Casey Musgraves Golden Hour album review. Had a great time doing that. Just learn something new every day. And, of course, Captain Marvel, Marvel's latest entry in their franchise, came out a couple weeks ago. We got a full spoiler review up for that. So if you haven't listened to that, go check it out. And, of course, you're going to be seeing a lot more spoiler reviews from us in the near future. It seems like there's so much content coming out now and in the near future, guys, with like Avengers coming out. We already, 2/3 of us saw Triple Frontier. We want to review that one on Netflix. There's a couple other things that are coming up. Shazam's coming out. There's like a ton of stuff. And we want to talk about it. So bear with us. We're trying to get as many of these reviews out as quickly as possible. But in the meantime, just feel free to, tune back into the podcast feed, and we'll have updates for you, hopefully semi-weekly.
Now that I moved in and stuff, I can stop ruining our schedule.
No, it's fine. Hey. Okay, guys, you ready to get into the news?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the weekly download. Our first news story. So we're going to be catching up a little bit on some older news stories that we just haven't gotten to. And the newest Detective Pikachu trailer came out. Kind of showcased some more of the Pokemon that's going to be in the movie, kind of told a little bit more of what the plot might be or is going to be. We saw of course, Ryan Reynolds, who plays Pikachu. We saw a couple other Pokemon. We saw Charizard. We saw Blastoise. We saw like Growlithe.
Mr. Mime.
Yeah, Mr. Mime, which we'll talk about in a second. We saw like Growlithe and Machamp directing traffic and being part of the police force. So what did you guys think of the Detective Pikachu trailer overall?
What?
Wow.
What? You're
Okay.
surprised by that?
Yeah.
Tell us how you feel.
Yeah.
I feel like I wish it was just like a regular Pokemon movie with like Pokemon battles and stuff. Like Pikachu seems like a weird premise. Is that even like why?
I think it's based on the video game Detective Pikachu.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know. I think it's a weird premise and I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
But I did think like the Charizard looked cool and whatever those Pokemon that were like crawling all over the place looked really cool. So I wish it was just like a Pokemon battle movie. So that's how I feel. I don't think I want to see this.
Okay.
So that's how I feel.
Alan?
I'm excited. I think a live action Pokemon movie is well overdue, and I think it's going to be kind of creepy and weird, and I'm excited for it. So
I think this movie is going to make a boatload of money. Like just all the money. Like the kids are going to love this movie, and this looks like there might be some enjoyable elements for adults also. Like I think the Mr. Mime stuff, Alan, that you brought up is absolutely hysterical. Like just like weird funny humor. I like it. I like the style of humor that they're going for there.
I also I also love Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Yes,
I think he's gonna be like really funny and witty in that. He like put out a YouTube video recently that was like him talking about getting into the role of Detective Pikachu. He's like, when I become Pikachu, I fully immerse myself in the character. He's like, I just like get on ground level and try and like feel what it feels like to be at mouse level. I tried losing 120 pounds until doctors intervened. And then it comes to his wife being like just completely negating everything he says. It's super funny, but like he's just like really getting into the role of it, like he did with Deadpool and stuff. So yeah.
What did you think of the Mewtwo reveal in the trailer? I thought they kind of spoiled that moment. I think that's going to be like a big moment for Pokemon fans, and they kind of ruined it in the trailer.
Yeah, I hate when trailers do this, when there's like they kind of show the big important twists and stuff like in the trailer, and you're kind of like, well, no, I'm not going to look forward to it in the movie.
Yeah,
I kind of get annoyed by that a little bit when they show too much, but
yeah,
I mean, it's whatever. I guess you kind of had to know either Mewtwo or Mew or some like big villain was going to come in or something.
Yeah, it always comes back to Mewtwo, I feel like, in the Pokemon universe.
Yeah.
Someone's cloning Mew and fucking shit up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What was the other thing I was going to say? There's a cool little theory going around that the reason why that Pikachu can talk and communicate with a human is that it's actually like, who's the character in the games? Like Bill or something? Because he like transformed himself into a Pokemon. I don't know. There's a character in the Game Boy games that you meet that's like was a Pokemon for a little bit, then you put him back in the machine and he transforms back into a human. So people are maybe thinking they're going to play off of that element of the video game.
Like that's very specific, but possible, yeah.
Yeah. Just something I saw. Just figured I'd point it out. We also got more Pokemon news a while ago, and that was the reveal of the new Gen 8 Pokemon game for Nintendo Switch called Sword and Shield. So it looks like it's going to be a English kind of United Kingdom kind of style, or a lot of influences from that culture, those cultures, into the newest Pokemon game. We see some brand new graphics, some nice landscapes. I mean, some of the wide shots they had of like you traversing through the world was actually kind of pretty, like almost like Breath of the Wild style visuals. Maybe a little lesser, but for a Pokemon game, a vast improvement on graphics. So what did you guys think of the new announcement of Pokemon Sword and Shield?
I feel like I should like this more than I did. I guess I'm just wanting, I don't know why, but I'm just wanting a completely different like type of game for Pokemon. Like I want like I don't know, like some arena type thing, almost like I don't want to say MOBA, but like a type thing like that where like you have
You
a
almost said
Pokemon.
Battle Royale right there.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Myself, I don't actually.
100 Pokemon in one world.
Yeah, can you imagine
Battle to the
different
death.
Pokemon? And it's like I'm picturing really though, like I'm picturing like League of Legends type stuff with like you have a Pokemon, you have like 3 attacks and maybe one special one, and then it's like real time battling like that. Although Battle Royale with like a whole bunch of different Pokemon sounds sick. I would play that. I would definitely play that. But I think that's what I was hoping Sword and Shield would be like. I'm just tired of the turn-based. For some reason, I'm one-on-one turn-based. I like strategic, tactical turn-based, but one-on-one turn-based just doesn't, for some reason, doesn't do it for me.
I don't know if I'll pick this game up. I might. I know my girlfriend's really into Pokemon, so she'll probably want it. So we'll probably end up getting it at our house. But yeah, I mean, Pokemon's always been for kids. You know what I mean? Like, there's adults who play it, but I can understand, Matt, you not getting super excited for this. We cover video games on this podcast. I figured I'd throw it in there. But you know, if we were back in elementary school and this game came out, I think we'd be freaking out over what this game's going to be.
That's a good point. And to your point about Pokemon is for kids, Pokemon was for kids when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I think it's totally legit to still be in Pokemon.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't have any shame in that, but
yeah.
So I want to be into this. I'm not.
Yeah, Alan.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely disappointed, but not surprised with what they came out with. I was wishing for a Breath of the Pikachu where it was nice and open world, and there was, you know,
Pikachu.
constantly existing Pokemon in the world rather than like the encounter thing where you're walking through some like a brush and come across one. Like, it'd be cool to actually see the Pokemon like in and around the world around you. Like, you look through some trees and you like see a Bulbasaur in the distance or something like that. It would just be awesome. But
so you're talking like a modified Monster Hunter world, but with
I was
Pokemon.
gonna say that.
yeah,
That'd be sweet.
that'd be
like
cool.
Charizard is like chasing a bunch of like things and like they're all running away from him. We should play
and like
Pokemon World again.
even if they still did turn-based fighting, like you like have this persistent world around you and like you kind of come across Pokemon and like, okay, yeah, you do the turn-based because that's going back to the roots of Pokemon. Like, that's cool, that's fine. I was just hoping for a little more like to be done with the world and a little more of an open world. So
Yeah, like a Final Fantasy kind of thing then.
yeah, sort of like that, but like with a little more depth to it. Because even Final Fantasy, I don't think you still have that kind of open world aspect to it. So
Right. I'd be up for a game like that for sure.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll come out eventually. It's just, you know, Game Shark, who makes Pokemon.
Oh, Game Freak?
Game Freak. I think they don't have a huge development crew, and they're not really trying to do big new things. They're just churning out Pokemon games.
They know their formula.
So,
I mean, it's like Call of Duty. They know their formula. They know it makes them money, and they're going to keep doing that until, you know, somebody tells them not to do it anymore.
yeah, and they're not a big game development company, so they're not trying to like do leading edge stuff. So
yeah, it's
cool.
Cool. Okay, moving on to some TV and movie news. Guys, guess what? We're obviously 90s kids. Did you guys watch a lot of the Nickelodeon shows, live action shows when they were on back in the day? I'm talking like Amanda Show and Drake and Josh and Keenan and Kel. Yeah, all that.
Yep.
Well, they made an announcement. All that, the kids' SNL is coming back, and it's being produced by none other than Kenan Thompson. What do you guys think of all that coming back?
This is super exciting. I think it's gonna be really great. I'm curious if they're gonna like ever bring in like the old actors and kind of like have them come in as like old people or something and do some like little like meta stuff like that. But I think it'll be cool and funny. I love the skits that they would do in all those, and I think it's cool. I think skit humor needs to kind of come back, like with Dave Chappelle gone and Key and Peele not doing their thing anymore. I think there's a void for that. So
I think so too. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I agree. I watch Saturday Night Live skits on YouTube. Me and Charlie watch them all the time. Like, we still watch them, and they're hilarious. So totally agree with you. I think all that was great. Do you know, is it going to be tailored for kids, or is it going to be for...
That's what I was thinking too. I don't know what I'm sure if it's gonna be on Nickelodeon, it's gonna be tailored towards kids. So we might not find it as funny or like really stupid. Plus, it's like, I don't know. I don't really get. I sound like an old guy here, but I don't really get some of the 2019 humor sometimes. So if it's like gonna be a lot of that, then it's gonna be probably not as good for me. But it's cool to see it coming back. Now we just need to get like Legends of the Hidden Temple and Global Guts back on TV, and I'll be like happy.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. What was the one? I don't. It wasn't Guts. What was the one where they have to climb the aggro crag at the end? Was that Guts?
Aggro crag.
Aggro, Craig.
Yeah, that had to have been Guts, right?
Was that? It sounds like it's Guts.
Guts was like the Olympic type thing, right? Where they would do all these like.
Yeah, it was like the kid version of a.
Okay.
What was the one that Mark
Gladiators.
Summers hosted?
Oh, Family Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Double Dare. Double Dare was
Yeah.
amazing.
I
So you
actually.
guys-
Go ahead, Matt. Go.
I was gonna say, do you remember the show? What would you do?
No. Oh wait,
What
maybe
would you do? What would you do?
that sounds
You guys
familiar.
remember that?
Yeah.
What was the premise of that one?
I have no idea. I just remember that song. I think Mark Summers hosted that too.
Oh, wow.
What was the other one with the where they slimed all the like it was the kids came in with like a talent and all the celebrities got slimed if they didn't guess it. Do you remember that one?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shit, what was that called?
Wow, I have no idea.
Crap, I can't remember.
Let's
I just
I feel like it was very literal, like, guess
Yeah.
what I do, or something like that was the name of the show.
yeah. I just remember one episode where there was a kid and he had his dog and he laid down on his back and he poured milk and cereal in his like belly button and then the dog ate it out of his belly button and that was his talent.
That's amazing. That's some there's stuff
my
that they
God.
got away with back in the
I
day.
know, dude. So good.
That's too funny.
Wait, the talent one? Is that what you
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Was it Figure It Out?
Oh, figure it out.
Oh, yeah, Figure It Out, yeah.
Let's figure it out. You're totally right.
Suzanne Summers hosted that one, right?
Suzanne Summers from
Oh, was it
Step
chick?
by Step?
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Blonde.
You think she's related to Mark Summers?
Oh God.
Oh, I don't
Wait.
know. I think it's spelled differently. I think it's
Oh.
SOMM versus SUMM.
Gotcha.
I think.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
you're right. So no. Okay, Summer Sanders.
Oh, Summer Sanders.
That's right, yeah.
Suzanne Summers. Suzanne Summers is the mom from Step by Step. Summer
dude.
Sanders.
I
Who's
just
Summer
looked her
Sanders?
up. I looked her up. I was like, this is not who I'm thinking of. Oh man, I remember that show. Yeah, good times.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Figure it out. Oh,
Do you guys have any skits from all that you remember specifically that you would like to see?
Good
maybe?
Burger, dude.
Oh, I mean, good. Obviously, yeah,
Yeah.
Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Lori Beth Denberg with your vital information for your everyday life.
Oh my
Remember
god,
that?
yes.
Lori Beth Denberg with vital information for your everyday life.
Yes.
I love that stuff. That is so
Oh.
funny.
That was amazing.
Was that
don't
where
think
the library skit came? Like, this is a library. Was that all that too?
I think it was all that. It was
Okay.
definitely Lori Beth Denberg. But also the one where Kenan Thompson was the French guy in the bathtub.
Oh yeah. He had like the raincoat and the hat
raincoat
on. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
What was the point of that
goodness.
skit? Was he just like teaching you
He
language
was
or something?
teaching French, but
Like,
he would
really
say,
bad?
yeah, and it was just like nonsense sentences.
Okay.
Oh, it's right,
I
yeah.
put, like there's a duck in my pants or something like stupid like that.
Keenan Thompson, the reason why couldn't pass French in high school.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that show is great. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I hope it's popular. I want kids to still have that kind of memory like we did.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. That'd be awesome. Okay, moving on. Next, Ellen, you and I did a big spoiler review of The Haunting of Hill House. Loved the show.
Yeah.
Matt, did you ever get a chance to make your way through that, or no?
No, I
Okay.
didn't. I'm not sure why. I think I just really like to watch comedies. Like after work, I just
Boo,
want to go
Matt.
and laugh.
Mm-hmm,
I don't want to. Well, actually, I don't know. I'll try it. You know what? During the summer, 100%, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean,
What? So, I'll ask
Yeah.
some questions once
Okay.
we go through this next part. But so, what's the
Sure.
news there?
So they announced that season 2 of the show is going to be coming out, and as was speculated before, this is going to be a completely separate story. So it's going to be an anthology series, and this new show will be called The Haunting of Bly Manor. Same director, same team, but just a completely different story and a completely different setting. And I think the like the first season, this new season is going to be based on a book as well. I think it's called like Turn the Screw or something like that, something to that effect. But pretty much it deals with a babysitter who has to watch these two rich kids in her home, and something happened to the parents. I'm not sure, but the babysitter starts to question whether she's going insane inside the house or the two kids she's watching are actually ghosts. And so, yeah, it's kind of like that spin on it. So,
Okay.
I'm super excited for this. If it's anything as good as season 1, then we're in for some really good scares, really good twists, and just like really, hopefully, really, really good story on top of that. So, what do you guys think? How does this sound to you? The Haunting of Bly Manor.
I think it sounds great. I think what made the first season so good wasn't, I mean, it had a great story, but I think just the way they told the story and the actors that they had and the actresses that they had, and just like I think we mentioned even before too, like some of the cinematography where they would do these just continuous shots for like an entire episode and stuff, really added to like the intensity. And I just think the production of the show was what really, really sold it for me.
Yeah. And
like if they get like a decent story to go along with it and they do that, maintain that same level of production, I think it's just going to be really awesome and really cool. So
Matt, I know you're going to get a chance to watch season 1, but real quick. So what Alan was referencing there was, remember how in Aquaman we said we really like the long takes, the single shot kind of thing. They never cut at all.
Right. Yeah.
They do that in Haunting of Hill House. There's one episode where almost the entire episode is one take and they never cut. And they still hide like ghosts and stuff, and it like scares you. So like you'll pan over and the camera will move in front of a character, and then they won't cut, and it'll just like swivel to another character, and there's like a ghost behind them, and then it'll like pan back, and they do like some really cool stuff. It's freaking awesome. Yeah.
Man, I really gotta watch this.
Yeah, it gets really good. So, and it'll really get you very excited for season 2. So
do they say when season 2 is coming out?
I don't think so. I think it's in development now.
Yeah, I'd say probably sometime next year.
I would say next year. And yeah.
Well, either way, I definitely now want to start watching Haunting of Hill House because the premise for season 2 sounds pretty unique and very cool, and I really like that. So
yeah. Okay, guys, cool.
I like that.
All right, so let's get into some music picks here, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Sweet.
Cool.
Swear.
All right, what you guys got for... Oh, fuck.
Nerd.
All right, what you guys got for music picks here?
I guess I'll go. Nick, I know what you picked, and I was going to try and switch mine to have a theme that matched yours, but I'll scratch that.
Oh, okay, all right.
So anyway, the song I picked is called Landed by Ben Folds 5. And it's a pretty old song, but it's like piano rock-ish, although like good, not like old cruddy stuff like Billy Joel or whatever. It's like good. So it's called Landed. It's pretty upbeat, but it's about like getting over a breakup and being like free and just like being in love with this girl this whole time. And then like he says, "Come pick me up. I've landed." Like,
oh, got it.
So, yeah. I know this song since high school, and I just recently like listened to all the lyrics, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty powerful. That's cool. So, yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, cool. Great song. Very relatable. Like, just has a great theme to it. So
yeah, definitely. Like he says, like I used to think I was the crazy one, and in a way, I guess I was. And I just think that line is so good. Like, in a way, I guess I was the crazy one for staying with you for so long, and
yeah,
I love that.
I've heard you talk about Ben Folds.
Yeah.
For a while, I haven't had a chance to listen to him, but now that you bring that song up, got something to listen to on Friday now.
Is there a difference between Ben Folds and Ben Folds 5?
Yeah, Ben Folds 5 was the band, and Ben Folds is just like his solo stuff, which is like hard to understand because his solo stuff, it's like Dave Matthews and Dave Matthews Band. Like their solo stuff still has a band, but it's probably just like more of their vision. Like it's all them. They're like, hey, this is my thing, but like play the music with me kind of. So
gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, both Ben Folds and Ben Folds 5 are great. You should check them out.
Cool. My pick was Good Side by Goodbye June. Goodbye June's kind of like this southern rock band, kind of bluesy rock band kind of thing, and the guy's got a really interesting sounding voice, and this is just a kind of a really catchy song. It grows on you the more you listen to it, and yeah, so it's just a something I found. I started listening to this group for a while, and it's a song I wanted to give a shout out to. So Good Side by Goodbye June.
Nice. And finishing up, I did the song Nobody Compares to You by Gryffin. I'm back on my theme of cool DJ with cute girls singing over the top. I love this girl's voice for some reason. She just has a really, really unique voice, and it really comes through and shows well in the song. And it's just a really interesting song about, breaking up with somebody and realizing that, like, man, that person I was with, it's really hard to find somebody that compares to them, and just how hard it is to get over somebody that you were really in love with. So it's a cool song. Yeah.
I love the girl singing guy like DJ. I think it's such a good like
tried and true combo.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
All right, cool. All right, any final thoughts, guys?
Nope. I can't find that song that I was trying to find that would complete your theme. It was like something June. Like yours is like Goodbye June. I can't remember. Oh, it was gonna be so good. All right.
Well,
we should have done like July by the Decemberists or something like that. Go with the month theme or something.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny though.
Have you noticed that they have a few songs that are like, well, because they're the Decemberists, and they have songs like July, and
I guess
there's like a few more where they reference like months of the year, and I thought it was kind of clever.
Ooh, that would be good.
The other one.
That'd be a nice song battle.
draft. Yeah.
We'll have to do a song battle for songs that are months.
Months of the year.
Yeah, months of the year. Look for that coming up on the podcast when we run out of things to talk about. All right, guys. Nice episode. This has been an episode of The Torrent. We'll see you next time. Well, that's it for this episode of The Torrent. Thank you all for listening. Download, rate, and subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast service. If you want to get in contact with us, feel free to send us an email, thetorrentpodcast@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter @TheTorrentPod. We'll see you guys next time.